Welcome back.
It didn't even give me a chance to do anything. Okay, just for those who...
For those of you checking in the first 5 seconds of the episode.
You can literally line up the last video and this video in like a compilation, and it would be seamless because...
There's probably not even a full second in between. Alright, see you later. Hi, welcome back. I gave you a pause so that you can cut it. Oh,
that's all I'm doing. We're just gonna cut it right there. It was just
right in half.
Goodbye.
Directly in half.
Hello.
Goodbye. Hi. How's your day been? Put in the comments. How are you doing?
Yes.
Tell us your woes.
How has your day been? It is currently the 27th.
No, they don't need to, it doesn't matter what day
it is. It is currently the 27th of April, 2023.
I almost wrote 2024 on a thing, and I'm thinking, where the hell? Why am I saying this? That's not right. Oh, it's a man. Oh, I don't know why. Lenny Kravitz. He's a musician, yes?
I believe so. I can look it up. I'm not a musician expert.
What are his, big hits? What are his top hits? I'm sure... I feel like I should recognize... Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. Why? Is this your house?
Outsiders? Do you live in the cave?
Yeah. Do you live here, sir?
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
The first picture, I'm like, I feel like I should know him.
Can I see it?
Yeah, first picture. That's a man.
That's a man.
Can I show
Absolutely,
you,
that's a man.
Can I show you the third picture?
Yes.
Are we sure that's a man?
I love his hair.
And I don't mean like
mean like
in a gender way. I mean like an uncanny valley way. Like his hair is giving me the he's wearing something.
He's got like the dreads, but he's like styled them up so it looks like his head shape could be something other than a human head shape. I see what you mean, but yeah. I love it. Oh my god.
So what's he done?
Yeah, give me his top hits. Give me some top hits.
What year did Lenny Kravitz come out? What? 1989.
Is he bi? Or
no,
do they mean as a musician?
As a musician.
Oh, okay.
But it's the worst way to word it. When was he released?
I'm pretty sure he's got a daughter, right?
Low, fly away. Are you gonna go my way?
Fly away.
It ain't over till it's over.
Fly away and it ain't over till it's over sounds familiar.
More songs.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at her arms.
American Woman, I Belong to You. Again,
American
believe in
woman.
me. I think it might be that one.
Okay, yeah, I know. I don't know obviously I don't know the song, but I know the song.
I know the song. That
was oh my god, that was my coworker the other day. She's like, are you into astrology? And I'm like,
our coworker.
Yeah.
Comrade.
I actually think, given our interactions, I think she'd approve of that. But no, yeah, she's just like, are you into astrology? And I'm like, not really. I'm into astronomy, but I think it's fun, I think it's a fun thing. And then I'm like I help a customer or whatever, and I'm like, I know I'm an Aquarius. I'm a triple Aquarius. She's just like, you're kidding. And I'm like, no. And then I had to help a customer, and then I was like, well, okay, I think my rising is actually Aries, and then I have Aquarius in 2 or 3 other places in my house. And she starts laughing. She's like, oh yeah, I'm not that into it. And then you just list off all these other things. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fair. But it's I don't look it up every day.
You do that all the time.
I do.
You just go, no, I'm not into that, and then you list things that people who are into that don't know about it. And it's not because you were into it. It's just because
I go into a deep dive, if I'm curious about a thing, I get into the thing.
No, here's the thing. It's not about you getting into the thing. It's about you getting the most unique information you can. That's all you get. You don't get the stuff that like regular people who are getting into it learn. You don't get the basics.
Yeah, I don't want
you
my
get
like
the weird
weekly
shit.
prophecy.
All you get is the weird shit.
Yeah.
And and that's why I married you.
Cause man, I can spat out so many fun facts. Like, I mentioned like, I was like, man, I steeped my tea. This is the same day with the same coworkers. I'm like, man, I steeped my tea too long. She's like, oh, is it too bitter? I'm like, yeah, but I'm used to the tannins. And she's like, tannins? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what like gives tea like the antioxidants. And I said, but you know, tea has such a minute amount of them. You know, it's only good for us. But in other plants, it can be poisonous to the point of death. And she's like, what? Yeah, like acacia trees in the African Sahara. Or I don't know if I said Sahara, I don't think that's quite right. It's like they give off a hormone, a pheromone, once the giraffes start eating to let the other acacia trees know they're coming. And so that they can like mass produce tannins.
They're here!
No, really though, that's basically what it is. Because it's like then they like spew out so many tannins into their leaves that after the first bite they could pass out with how strong the tannins are in it and could potentially kill them. Plants, man.
Plants, love them.
I just watched a video where this guy was like talking about how like plants are gonna take over the world, and the answer is yes. They're just biding their time to just see how we're gonna do things.
Oh, sorry.
Do you not want them to hear me?
I was trying to tighten the thing so I couldn't move it if I bumped it, and then I moved it by pushing it.
Yeah.
Did you just snap your neck?
No, I was doing the Rick Break thing with
I really
Sleepy.
hope they heard the noise that you made, which was
No, but
and then you just moved your neck to the side like snap.
snap. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Tannins, giraffe.
Tannins, giraffe. Oh, I watched a video. Okay, like an adult, I watch my TikToks on Instagram after they've been re-uploaded from TikTok. Because I don't want that Chinese spyware on my device.
No.
I want to go home.
Okay.
Well, honey.
Then leave the cave.
Then go home. But I think she said she was lost.
Maybe you're the only one with flash in this cave.
Yeah,
but the point is that it's so bright that you can see now, so everyone else should be able to see.
Yeah, maybe that's why she's like, oh god, the exit. Anyway, but yeah, this video, they're like freaking out about plants, and I'm like, this is all old news. You're so freaking out about potentially nothing, but you know, who knows? Plants haven't made their move yet. But like we've discovered just like how integrated plants are with one another, how they actually do make sounds when they are in distress and in poor health. They're just at a frequency that we can't hear. And how there is a plant that mimics other plants. And for the longest time they thought, well, okay, they're taking the DNA from them, like through the mycelium that connects all the plants in the soil. Yeah, I can beat your power. I have the power!
Oh, I just watched the new He-Man.
Wait, let me finish my plant thing.
Yeah. You can't just throw me the He-Man bone.
Well, because I'm talking with the man.
He-Man.
I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to do much.
Okay, go on.
And so they thought, oh, well, it's taking the DNA from the other plants through the mycelium. That makes sense. Well, until they're growing it on its own and it starts mimicking plastic plants. It's mimicking the appearance of plastic plants. And they like take a look in there, and there are like the most rudimentary of eyes on the surface of the plant leaves.
Oh, yeah.
For them to be able to adjust how they look. And I just thought, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Plants are great.
Have you seen how plants breathe, like up close with the pores? Their mouths open.
Yeah, well, if you look at, not phytoplankton, if you look at chlorophyll under a microscope, they look like happy smiley faces. They look like they're just so happy to be alive.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this like, that can't be a coincidence.
So, can I talk about He-Man?
Yeah, tell us about He-Man.
Okay, so I just finished...
preface this with the fact that we love the new She-Ra,
Yeah,
and it is excellent.
I just finished watching that again, and I think new is a bad word since it's been out since 2020. Like
It's only 2020. It's only 3 years old.
It finished in 2020.
When was the last She-Ra, Liam?
You can't judge that by its first age. You
Yes!
gotta judge it by its second.
No!
Listen. Okay.
Just like the
Yes.
new. Oh fuck! Just like the new.
Well, you don't.
My
you
Little
don't.
Pony. I would.
Oh,
My Little Pony. My
oh.
Little Pony. I would think is. I would consider it still new, considering
Yeah.
the many other iterations of
Yeah,
My
that's
Little
fair.
Pony.
But
He-Man.
He-Man. So I just finished rewatching She-Ra, and I love that. I love that show.
So
But the new He-Man, I take issue with it. I take issue with.
Spoiler alerts ahead.
No, and I don't mean the 3D new He-Man, because there's like 2 new He-Man. There's like a 3D one.
We need to watch the 3D one then.
I think I do, yes. But I'm talking about the 2D one that's like 2 seasons. It's got like 5 episodes per season, and He-Man dies in the first episode.
That's so whack.
You know,
Spoiler alert.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So this whole series is about the new sorceress and her coming into her own and blah blah blah. And I love her as a character. She's well written, she's cool, she's badass. But here's my problem.
She grows as a character.
She does. She kind of grows as a character. I have one huge. I've got a few problems, but let's talk about my main issue. Because I hate thinking.
Me too, man.
You have the okay. So let's talk about my main issue first, because I'm
Uh-huh.
just going to complain.
First off, He-Man shouldn't die. Number 1, Sonic rules. He's not allowed to cry.
No. Do not. Don't.
That's a
Don't
different
put-
conversation, I know. Oh shoot, there's a thing.
You should go get it. My main problem, right? The pacing of the show doesn't feel like the original He-Man to me, and that's kind of what they were going for with it. But it just, I feel like He-Man was always fantastic when it was like,
Don't forget, kids, brush your teeth.
kind of, but when it was sort of
Sharing
Monster
is a
of the
good
Week,
thing.
when it was Monster of the Week, you know. But they were trying to tell an overarching story, but they only got 2 seasons, which didn't feel right. It felt kind of fast. Secondly, He-Man does nothing. He's
He's a secondary character in his own show.
Well, it's not. It doesn't have He-Man in the title, but it's He-Man.
Well, what's the show name?
It's like Masters of the Universe Revelation, something like that. Some stupid name.
Masters of the Universe Revelation sounds like a youth pastor trying to market the Bible to teens. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. No, Masters of the Universe Revelations. I got it.
Oh
I
my
got it.
god. Who is the guy, like, a former youth pastor that made this movie?
Actually, I think it's meant to be. Is it a 2021 series? Yeah. Okay, I'm not talking about the 2021 He-Man Masters of the Universe. I'm talking about Masters of the Universe Revelations. Okay?
Are they made by the same people?
No.
Okay.
Well, they're owned by Mattel.
Well, I
so-
know they're owned by Barbie, but
Yeah.
that's crazy thought. Hey, Barbie owns Hot Wheels too, y'all.
Yes. Anyway.
Oh my god.
The pacing feels so weird. Because they're trying to tell this big story. Secondly, He-Man does nothing. He does nothing in the show. And I feel like... Also, this is going to sound real weird since technically He-Man came first. Like, He-Man came first.
Yeah.
But there's a point in the show, spoilers, when He-Man draws on the power without the sword. And then he goes berserk.
Like loses control.
He
of
loses
himself.
control.
Yeah.
It's the power without the thing. It's tempered by rage. When was the power ever rage? Secondly, that kind of...
Feels like it defeats the purpose of the power.
It feels like it defeats the purpose of the power. And also, if anyone can... They also give the sword to other people, right? But that shouldn't work. Like, I remember... I feel like I remember in the original show, the sword... Like, you have to be chosen to even wield the sword.
Oops. Uh-huh. Well, like, the sword chooses you, right?
No. Like, kind of. Like, the power, Grayskull, all that chooses you. It's meant to be the right temperament. And even He-Man. He-Man was, like, the most humble of them, of all of the all of the champions.
When we were watching
But-
the Toys That Made Us, the guys that were talking about like the show, like He-Man was like a wimp until he like did his He-Man thing.
Yeah, he baked.
Adam,
He was
is that
rad.
his name?
Yeah, Adam. Prince Adam was awesome. I'll tell you this, they got Adam's character
Prince?
correct. Prince Adam. Yeah. They got Prince Adam's character, like, pretty correct. It's just, I wish they would show him more baking, and they missed an opportunity for him to sing.
Was he a baker?
Yeah, he baked.
Oh my god, he sang?
No. They missed the opportunity to do the meme.
Oh, to do the hey yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, they should have.
What's going on? I have the non-insane version of that on my playlist.
I love the insane version.
I do too. I wish I
but
could. I don't think I could find it on
I don't know.
Spotify.
It just feels like he doesn't do anything until the end. And then here's the kick in the teeth right at the end. He says, and I'm kind of okay with this because the show isn't actually about him, but it feels like he should be doing a lot more. It feels like he's inconsequential to the show, but they bring him back because he's He-Man, and I feel like they should have either just... If he had stayed dead, it would have been bad for business for Mattel, and it would have been bad for the show. But bringing him back didn't do anything either. I don't know, it just feels weird. But at the end, he even like throws Skeletor, and he's like, "It's not about us," and he throws it, and I'm like, no. But also, they made Skeletor. They got his voice like almost correct. It's a little darker. It's a little more. It's an adult He-Man, you know.
Yeah.
But I really miss the He-Man.
I love Skeletor. I love that, like, originally, like, the guy who, when he designed Skeletor, it was, like, from this childhood, like, horror trauma or whatever, was, like, he represented death, and it's like, oh, yikes!
I love Skeletor's design, and I loved how goofy he was. But they didn't make him goofy.
Cartoons like that were always goofy.
But they didn't make him goofy in the new one.
Don't try anything funny in the dark. I've lit it up for you, honey.
Also, not with you. You're a child.
You're a child. You're younger than me.
Hey, honey, we need to get you to some therapy and some safe
do you
adults.
need to talk to someone?
Yeah.
I'd say I have someone that you could talk. No, yeah, I do. Snip's sister. She seems like she's got her stuff together. My mom super doesn't. They say every girl dreams of going on a journey. That's what it said on TV.
Oh, honey.
Oh, Mom.
You need to stop listening to TV.
What is she sending out? It's a fairy.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop yelling about
He-Man.
He-Man for a second, just because I feel like
Let's talk about how Barbie was based off of a prostitution doll. It's not okay.
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
what
no,
it
no.
was.
Well, no, she.
It was a doll that you gave to a lady to let her know, hey, I want to have sex with you.
Well, kind of. It was based off that doll, but that doll was based off the cartoon, which was essentially a prostitute.
Which was a prostitute. I see. Okay.
She wasn't actually. I'm not sure if she was a prostitute. I just know that she had sex.
She
with
had
a
loose
lot of
morals, as they would say back in her original day.
people. Yeah, I suppose.
was too
Alrighty, end of episode. We'll see you next.
Bye-bye.